Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Shop Social with Kim. Super excited that you have joined us this evening. Welcome to the end of August. Hard to believe that the time has gone so quickly. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. My name is Kim. You're joining Johnson's in Gimli, Manitoba. We are right smack dab in the middle of Canada. And if you are joining us from a recent online order, a special welcome to you if you are joining for the very first time. Each and every Wednesday, we join right here and have about 30 to 45 minutes of fun and laughs. Today, we are going to be doing a store tour. So sometimes we have a big fancy background, and we have a sort of more of a choreographed show. But today I just thought it would be fun if we kind of did a little shoe tour, because we've been getting in daily so many great shoes and boots that I thought it would be fun to kind of just have a little shop along in our shoe section, and we can just kind of like, basically if you came in, you were like, hey Kim, what's new? This is exactly what we would do. So we do these probably at least 3 or 4 times a season, and it just gives you a kind of a bit of a bird's eye view if you're not able to shop with us on a regular basis or you live far away, what it's all about. So we're going to start off kind of in the Miss Moos and the Riker section, and then we're going to kind of move or wrap around and go into our Riker kind of fall to winter boots. So we are a big user of Riker. We have tons and tons of styles, and what we like about them is that they kind of have something for everybody. So they have some fall fashion styles, they have some winter styles, they have some, ones with a grip, they've got some for snow, they've got some for ice, so lots and lots of options. So I kind of thought that's what I'd start with. Kind of as you walk in the front door, this is kind of exactly what you would see, and then we'll just kind of grab and go around the corner. So hello. Okay, so hi everybody. Hi Brenda, hi Darlene, hi Leanne, how's everybody? Okay, so quickly, first outfit tour for me. So this is one of the new French dressing denim outfits. So of course, as you know, it's like 4 minutes to 7 and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna wear for the video today? So this is fun because I thought it's easy to work in, right? So I love this jacket. Actually, in a photo, it doesn't look like it has as much dimension as it actually does have. So this is a Ponte knit sleeve and placket, and it goes all the way around the back. So the nice thing about this that I like is when I'm on the computer and stuff, I can actually move in it. So very, very comfortable. This denim is not stretchy. It's fairly rigid, but this makes it really, really comfortable. And then I'm just wearing the matching wide leg pant. So this pant, I'm just going to give you a really wide leg. This is a very wide pant. So we do have the Ponte in the regular fit as well. So in the pull-on, same as this one is, as well as the fly front. So we have that in just a regular leg as well as a skinny leg, and this is the sort of fashion wide fit. Yes, I love this jacket too, Dolores. I did not like this jacket much until I put it on. So when I was pricing, I put the picture in and I'm like, oh, it looks kind of like, it looks like it's kind of cut and sew, but when you put it together with the matching pant, it really does make it look a lot like more of an outfit. So I just put a little black tank that I just grabbed from the rack, probably a little bit too blues on. Sometimes with, and I got a string attached here, put that in there. Live video, folks. With a high-waisted pant like this, you do have to be careful not to go too full in the bottom, because it's really kind of have to have that different proportion. So a shorter fitted jacket is great with sort of a wide pant. So yeah, these I saw them on today. Someone was trying them on, and they really looked cute on. So yeah, I have to wear it with a heel, of course, because they are like I say, definitely sort of an extreme width. But yeah, it's when I looked at it together, I thought, you know what, I kind of like it. It looks kind of fun and funky, right? So okay, so without further ado, we are not going to do draws today, mostly because I have been in Edmonton over the last couple of days finishing up our spring buying. So I had not gotten a chance to watch our Blingo video. Oh, I watched it when I got home just to kind of flip through the comments and see what everyone said, but I didn't have time to do my draws. So next week we will catch up on draws, I promise. One more Blingo notification. So for those girls who are anxiously awaiting their tracking updates to hit the inbox, we have never had quite so many, I'm not going to say disruptions, but hiccups with some of our items. So we have this month we are going to have 4 large items and 1 smaller item, as opposed to sort of 5 or 6 smaller ones. So 2 of the items were stuck at customs. So I told you that last week. I did get notification that they were released, but they had promised them to be here by yesterday, not here yesterday. So I checked the UPS tracking, and now they're saying, they were saying Friday, and then now I got another exception that said they are going to be here on Tuesday. So I am so sorry about the delay for this. Yeah, it's just one of those things that whoever would have thought I ordered this product like in April or May, so long, tons and tons of time. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get back on track for October. It looks so good so far. I've ordered everything for October and no delays that they're looking like. So I apologize to the Blingo ladies if you were anxiously awaiting. So as soon as humanly possible, those boxes will be sent out. Or if you pick up with us locally, I'll be sending you a pickup notification as soon as they are ready. So anyway, so yeah, Blingo will be the 3rd Wednesday of September. I think it's the 17th, I think something like that. Yeah, 3rd Wednesday of September anyway, so it'll be lots of fun. And trust me, the items that are on the way are going to be worth the wait. So they are our signature items. So yeah, super excited. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Riker boots because we have lots and lots to get through. And so we're kind of going to work through a little bit of some short and some tall, and then we'll hop over to the winter ones shortly. So we'll start off with a couple of little navy numbers. So hard to get navy boots. So some of these are leather, some of these are vegan leather. So you can usually tell by the price which one is which. Boy, my hair is flat today. Holy man. Today was a workout day and I did not have time to go home and curl it. So whoo, I'm like, look at my hair. I'm like, whoo, it is very flat. Oh well. Okay, so this is a little navy leather number. And most of them do have the side zip, which is really nice. So these ones, I'll quote price when I have it in front of me. So $149. Then we have, this is a Romika. So I did put it right beside the Riker because in the navy, it kind of matched perfectly. So this is a vegan. So in going forward, Romika will be mostly vegan. So even the sandals that you're used to seeing from Romika will now be tagged Joseph Seibel. Same sandals, just they'll be in the leather division. And Romika will be vegan almost all exclusively. So yeah, so these are kind of fun. And they do have the little side zip because let's face it, no one else wants to bend down and do up laces, right? So in keeping with our navy theme, this Riker has actually been a very, very popular seller. And again, hard to get navy. So if you wear a lot of jeans in the fall, this is a really nice option. And I love the fact that it just is trimmed with that really nice caramel. So when we do a clothing tour next week, you'll see that there is lots of caramel. So lots of kind of that red wine color, lots of caramel. I can show you just a little, I'll show you a little tidbit here. Oops, wrong way. Just a little tidbit of what you're going to get next week. So the girls redid the mannequins. So there's a little treat of some of the great favorites. So I love those colors and lots of browns, right? So nice. So yeah, that's a little taste that you're going to get next week. Okay. So back to our Riker. So again, this one is not leather. It does have a functioning zipper on the side. So again, really easy on and off. This one does have a felt lining. So you'll see some of them really are getting some nice fall lining. So when you get into that October, November type of date, then these are perfect for that, right? So these guys are Remonte. So Riker Remonte is the same company, just 2 different divisions. Then we have the same boot in black because I know there's someone out there saying, oh, I really like that navy, but it's too bad they don't have it in black, because I've already heard that before we got the black one in. And of course I said the same thing myself, right? Okay, so we have the little black and just in a really nice kind of breaking up the foot here a bit. If you have, especially if you're a larger size, it's nice to have those style lines just to break up the kind of longness of it. And again, with that little tab, just a black on black. So it makes it look a little bit dressier than the navy. So these guys in the black, and these guys are $139, so pretty reasonable price. This one is also just a really nice, easy boot. So if you're somebody who wants just sort of a boot that you can wear with a dress with dark tights, if you want to wear it with leggings, if you want to wear it with wide pants, narrow pants, jeans, you kind of want that one boot that you're going to go right through the winter with. This might be a good choice. So kind of has a bit of that moto influence with the, remember they used to all have those big ring, the big silver rings, kind of that moto influence. This is kind of a toned down version of that. Really nice decoration on this one. And again, of course, a side zip. What kind of lining we've got here? Just a little minky lining. So this would be a great boot for kind of right this minute. So what are you guys, team let's have summer forever, or are you guys team I'm ready for fall? So let's have a little poll. Whoever is team ready for fall, put your hand up and type some fall emojis. Whoever is team summer forever, put your hand up and type in some sun and umbrella and beach emojis, and we'll have a little poll. I am a team fall person, so my favorite season is coming up. And I just love just that little bit of a coolness in the air. So I like to run after work, and so you get that sort of 6:30, 7 o'clock, just that little bit of a cool down, and it's just so wonderful. And no humidity, right? So are you a team summer forever or team bring on fall? All right, Carolyn, team ready for fall. Yes, me too. Okay, so this one definitely is team ready for fall for sure. I just think it's a really nice option to be able to kind of wear with everything, dressy to casual. And these guys are $159, so that would be a leather one for you. Then we have a couple more. Now this one is a dress boot, so I'm not going to say this is not going to be a really great one for ice. It is pretty tacky, but it definitely has a bit more of a dress outsole. So I love this bit of a burnished gold on here. You'll see that in a couple of boots coming up, in some of the linings and some of the toe caps. We've kind of done a bit of a reverse here, but this is a really pretty boot just for that little bit of an elevated occasion, or if you're wanting to wear it to work and you kind of dress up for work. So you can definitely do the laces up once and then you go in and out through the side. So really easy breezy. Definitely a bit of a narrower fit. So it's not a real wide fitting shoe. You can kind of tell by this side, even here, it's just not that wide. Really, really nice, like with a slim pant or jeans as well. So that's one of my personal favorites. So those guys are $159. So most of these I'm showing you are on the website. That one is not. I just didn't have an image for it yet. If you're kind of wanting something like just a fall booty, so let's just do something really fun and easy. This weighs nothing. So this is one that we've had. I think the last year's version didn't have red, it had bronze, but very similar version with this kind of cut and sew kind of piecing. Very, very flattering. Literally, like, I don't know if this would weigh, like, it just is ounces, right? So double zipper, little wool lining, functioning both ways. So this is a great little boot. They used to call these city boots or a shoe boot, right? So kind of a shoe, kind of a boot. And just a really nice light, low boot for kind of every day. Even if you're wanting like a boot to kind of go shopping, like, hey, I'm going to the mall. I don't want to be sort of schlumping around in a pair of big Sorels, but I want to have just that little bit of extra coverage in case it is snowy or whatever. So this is a great boot. Like I said, we've had it last year in a different coloration, and these guys are $139. And then the new coloration for that is in the patent. So same boot, although it looks quite different, doesn't it? So in the patent, it has kind of just the patent on the front, and then picks it up here on the side, and also picks it up here on the side. Same boot, exactly. So double zipper that are functioning. Easy. And of course I like shine. I love the patent. I think this would be a really cute boot, even into the holidays. Sometimes if you're going out in the evening and you're wearing a fancier black pant and you don't really want to wear like a pump or a slide or anything, but you still want to be a little bit fancy and you're not going to have an opportunity to get to change shoes when you get to where you're going, right? So yeah, this would definitely be a very nice option for that. Or even like for someone like me, if I'm going to work and I'm wearing a dress pant and I don't want to wear a clog, this would be a really nice option just to kind of get to and from work. And you wouldn't have to feel like you need to change it when you get there because it's not super hot. So, okay, so that's one side. Oh my goodness, that took like 10 minutes. So we better hurry it up, Kim. Okay, so I'm just gonna put us, and after Blingo last week when we tidied up, I'm just gonna bear with me here for a moment here, guys. When we tidied up our Blingo, I was gonna say turntable. So like the little, my thing that I have it on, oh my God, I'm like just having one of those days. Tripod, thank you, tripod. The tripod got put away in a very safe place. So this is not the first time the tripod has gotten put away in a safe place, but I'm gonna put us over here. This is a better angle for me. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, so the tripod got put away in a very safe place. So it's just tucked behind something. So anyways, we have our little handy dandy one and we're all good. Okay, hi, my name is, where are you watching from? And are you watching live or on the replay? Hello, hi, Michelle. Hi, Lori. How's it going, guys? I forgot to say that earlier, so thanks to my regulars who are already doing that. That is to enter into our $25 gift card draw, which we will be doing, well, catching up on draws next week. So please leave us a comment, let us know. And of course, the bonus question is, are you team Get Ready for Fall or team Summer Forever? Okay, so we're going to continue on sort of around the table. This one is a repeater of one that I had just actually ordered for myself last year and a couple of girls who had seen it online who needed it in the navy. So I wore this all fall. I can certainly say all winter. When you look at the bottom, you think, oh, you know what? It's not really that tacky, but honestly, I did wear it the entire winter. Maybe not when it was like super, super slushy because I didn't want to get it sort of mucked up, but honestly, it was a great boot for jeans. I got it in the navy with sort of a navy, metallic sort of combination like navy and silver. This one is going to be excellent. I'm really considering buying the other colorway because I loved it so much. So in the black, it does come with that little bit of animal print. Really pretty. And again, if you're someone who does dress up for work or you're wearing black pants to a function, this one is one that you could certainly wear for the evening. Love that little leopard print. So even if you're not a lover of leopard, I think that this is just enough leopard to sort of like almost be like a little metallic combination. And with the patent, it's really dressed up. So yeah, really, really pretty. That was one of my favorite boots last year. And then earlier to the one that we saw on the other side, this is the other little sister to that boot. So it does have that toe cap of the bronze as well. And so in this little toe cap, it really gives that little bit of a more rustic kind of appearance to the other one, which makes it look dressy. And then of course the ruching on the front. And this is a very similar style to a Miss Moose style called Luna, which does have the double zip again. And so functioning zipper here, 1 and 2, and great for people who just like that double zipper, or if you have a really high instep, really hard to get in. Oh, did I lie? Oh, maybe I lied. Hold on. Lie. Oh, lied. Okay, so totally. It's like my husband always says, don't ever start playing poker because you do not have a poker face. So single zipper. So just the inside zipper is functioning. This outside zipper is decorative. So see, I learned something today. Teaching you guys something, I also learned something today. But I think this style with the ruching, great with a little skinnier pant, wider pant, anything goes. And just with that little bit of ruching, if you have a wider foot or a bigger foot, it's really quite camouflaging to have just that little bit of extra fabric over the foot. It really kind of shortens your foot a little bit. Then we have another, I'm going to say cousin, not going to say sister, I'm going to say cousin, to our other one that we showed on the other side with that little toe cap. So here's another version, really cute with that bit of gold detail. I'm going to show it, actually give you a little bit of a bird's eye view here. So it's gold, but it's not super shiny gold. It's more of a, it's more of a muted sort of browny gold. So even if you're thinking, oh my God, I would never wear gold, it's a very nice style, patent toe cap. So here, as opposed to this one, you can kind of see that this one is a little bit more casual. This one definitely is dressed up a little bit just with that bit of patent. And the toe cap is the same, right? Same design detail, but dressed differently. This one would be good. I think probably still better back to narrow, but you are gonna get a little bit more width control out of this, out of that little lace. So I think that actually could be, you know, wider or more narrow. And let's see, I didn't do my homework here. So let's see. Oh, this one is double functioning. So that's what I figured I better say it before. I figured I better check before I say it. So that one is all the way out. And the same sole as on the first one. So like not super, super grippy, but definitely has some tackiness to it. So really has a little bit of grip on it as well. Yeah, so I think that's kind of a nice option for dressiness. Here's Kim's pick. So of all of the Rikers, this is my favorite. So I do love this one because I have it in the navy, but I really love this one as well. So this one is kind of that croc patent. So I know it's shiny. It does have a little bit of that, quite a big lug on it. So it reminds me just a little itsy bitsy teeny tiny bit of sort of that Steve Madden, a little bit of the Doc Martin like kind of influence with that big lug. So look at how big the lug actually is. So really you're getting some nice chunkiness on here. Carolyn, I love the croc patent. You know what, I had a pair in the back. I'm like, oh, I totally need this. And then like, I've already bought like a few pairs of boots. So I'm like, I'll put them out for a while. And then someone brings like a 38 to the counter. I'm like, oh, is that the last 38? So I better go check. So yeah, this is definitely Kim's pick for sure. I love the little gold detail on here. Kind of has that bit of real high fashion influence to it with the gold. Really reasonable, $149. So this is not going to break the bank, even if you want to just throw in just a little bit of splash into the winter. And this one I'm going to say is not really very tacky. Definitely it has a lug, so you're going to get a bit of grip, but definitely less tacky than this one for sure. So I would say this is going to be more of a fall boot as opposed to all winter long boot. Like this was an all winter long boot. Like when I was going to basketball and stuff, when we were going straight from here to the gym, I wore that and it was perfectly fine indoors or out. Minky lining on here. So just a little bit of a lining. We do have 238s left if anyone's interested. Okay, so then we go into just a little bit of a higher boot. So as we get into the fall, it's important to have something that's a little bit dressier. So like what can you wear with a fall dress, a fall skirt, a sweater dress, a jean skirt? You're wanting to have something that's just a little bit elevated both in height and elevated on your leg. So this one is a nice option, bringing in again that little bit of a bronze detail. So they're really good with sort of mixing and matching patterns here. So when we're doing a little bit of the croc, so not the shiny croc, like the same, if you look at it, same finish or same design, but different finish. So matte black, pulling in a little bit of that bronze. So same as this guy, and then just a nice clean vamp. So this to me is pretty classic. If you're somebody who wants sort of one dressier boot that you can wear with a little jean skirt and dark tights, this is a really nice option. Definitely, oh, it is double zipper again. So extra. And then just a really nice, very workable heel. So if you're wanting to wear it to work all day, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really wearing high heels. The only high heels that I can wear are those Miss Moo's really high clogs. I'm sure I've been wearing them on one of the videos. And so those I can wear to work all day. In fact, I did wear them one day when I was at the show this weekend, and because I was wearing a really big wide pant as well, and it's great for that, but like pretty comfortable. But if I'm doing 10, 15,000 steps, I kind of want a nice workable heel like this, and just really just not quite so much elevation, like just a bit of a moderation when it comes to height. So this one has been really good as well, $139. If you want to go just a little bit higher, in both cases, so just a little bit higher in the heel, just a little bit higher on the shaft, and really clean. So just a really nice clean boot. Just kind of a bit of buckle detail here, but not anything, you know, that's going to be in your face. I like this, again, if you're going to think about using that in the actual winter, it's nice to have a bit of a higher shaft, inside zipper only, but they've done a really nice job, and just a really nice detail that's there but not there. And definitely the highest heel that we've seen so far. So this is probably going to give us about a 2-inch heel. If you're wanting it for kind of that skirt or dress and you don't mind a heel, this is a nice option. And these guys are $149. And then we're going to finish this table off with the other colorway of the one that was a fake double zip. So here was the first colorway, and then we also have the red colorway. So I love a red boot in the fall. It's just a really nice option for denim. most of us, it's like, which black boot should I wear today? Black, black, or black? So I love a red boot because you can kind of do the same type of thing with it, but it's just that little bit more interesting. Plus, great with all the new wines and reds and browns. So this is a really nice color combination. So we just traded the red for the brown, the black for the red, and then we kept that little toe cap with the bronze and just a single zip, since we know that. This one actually has been probably one of our best sellers, since we only have about 3 or 4 pairs left. And it's just been a very, very nice kind of right now boot. Like if you're someone who wants to kind of start getting out of sandals, like I'm sick of sandals, and really doing like a little roll up girlfriend jean, for example, this is a great boot to start with in the fall season. Okay, so we only have 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna whip us over to these. I just got a couple of these guys in here. Oops, sorry. That are not quite in the right spot. So I'm just gonna stop here for a moment. We did bring in some more wintry ones. So we're actually already getting the second delivery of Riker in. So we try to get in like sort of the more transition styles in July, and then these guys closer to September, but we're actually getting, well, I guess it is September pretty soon. This week we've been getting some kind of wintry styles, and actually people, even despite the weather, have been picking them up, because it's like, if I don't get my size now, I know that I'm not going to get my size. So we do have a couple of mid-height boots, so which always are good sellers because they're hard to find. So not a lot of people want a high boot, like not a knee-high boot, but they also don't want a low boot. So the mid boots are always a really nice seller. So first one is this one, and this is one that we've had in previous years with kind of a different, maybe the knit is a bit different or the tie's a bit different, but this style they do on a regular basis. And this one is Riker Tex, which means it's waterproof and has a really, really nice grip. So very tacky on here. So this is your I'm walking my dog boot. It's January and I'm going grocery shopping and it's a snowstorm. This is just an everyday boot if you're a teacher, maybe you're on duty. Really nice lining and not a lot of like really nice pile lining. So this is a warm boot. This is not an everyday boot. This is not a right now boot. This is definitely like a December, January boot. And these guys are $159. Then if anyone does want sort of that little bit higher boot, so I'm going to give you just a comparison between these two. So you'll see the height difference. Same grouping, because you see the style difference. The style is actually quite similar. Bottom is similar, but really nice and high at the front. This is kind of that Western look. So Riker does have a very popular Western one that has kind of a covered heel. If you know it, you know it. This is sort of a bit of an update on that. So I like this. If you're someone who wants to tuck your jean into your boot, this is a really nice shaft. It does give you quite a nice width on it, I think, and side zipper as well as a line shaft. So this is, again, this is your December, January boot. This is not a September boot, because let's face it, it's going to come. Okay, 15 minutes. We're going to move us over. So I guess this is going to be the Riker show, since we have so many new styles. I thought, oh, I'm going to have time to do everything else too. But so tonight will be Riker. And then another day we will do another brand. So why not? Okay, I'm just going to get us down a little bit here. Hate those lights in the background. Okay, so now we've moved over to kind of, we have my clearance in the back. So if you're like a clearance if you're a clearance person, we got lots of good styles. But I tried to kind of have my Chelsea boots back here, as well as some of the more warmer styles. So eventually when everything comes in, it will be sort of fall at the front, warm at the back. And then once the seasons sort of like change, then we switch. So then fall goes to the back and warm goes to the front. So that's just how we always do it. So, okay. So, starting in on our, non-slip boots. So a couple of these boots have the flip grips and a couple of them have these. So this one is actually, has, lose my train of thought, broken glass in here, and it's tested on a frozen lake. So this one is super, you don't think it actually is going to have really good grip because it's smooth. It does have extremely good grip. So this is one of the ones that is not black. Heavens, thank goodness. So in the ivory, we did have this one, I think almost identically, maybe identically, very, very similar anyways, last year. And it does have a side zipper as well. Really nice, fur cuff. So if you're like a legging or you're like to wear your pants tucked in, this is a cute boot because you kind of do see that little bit of a cuff, and very warm lining. So again, this is a December, January boot. This is not a right now boot. Full grain leather, waterproof, premium price. Probably this is one of the most premium price. I think these are $199. We just got them in, so I don't have a tag on them yet. A big sister to that boot, which is new. So in terms of this one, we did have it, I think, in red last year as well, which we probably ordered again. Just a little bit higher. So let's see how much higher, like maybe an inch higher. So not super high, but just kind of an update on that boot. Waterproof, leather, does have kind of that bit of a combat type of influence with the padded upper, and very, very warm. So this is your, again, December, January boot. These guys are $179. And then in the new color in this boot, which again, just a little bit of an update, similar, but not the same. So this one doesn't have the buckle. This is the original version. Then we have the kind of elevated version, I'm going to say. So with the bit of elevation is firstly the buckle. Secondly, the hardware. So the grommets are kind of that nice gold color, and even the laces are gold and taupe. So it's funny how just a little bit of a change, like this one really has that kind of Nordic type of influence in the brown and on the ivory. And this one, just that little bit of gold, what a difference it makes. It's funny how you just don't really think of that until you put them together. So this one, again, if you're wanting to be, just a little bit more dressed up, but you still want to be able to walk. So still, this is, interesting. Learned thing number 2. No grippies. So this one has grippies. Does this one have grippies? Oh, this one has grippies. And this one has no grippies. So it just depends on kind of what you're looking for. If that's important to you, just always make sure that you flip the boot over and have a peek at that. Okay, and then kind of still in that winter vein, we have just a nice, cute, lightweight boot. So if you're someone who just wants to like quickly put your foot up and try, this is a nice warm boot. It doesn't have laces. If you just don't want to fuss too much with a boot, wear it with everything, plain black, really nice grip, very tacky. So I'm going to say probably the tackiest. It's always a good idea to really kind of get in there and make sure that it's not smooth, because the smooth ones tend to sort of not be quite as grippy. This one is very, feels gummy almost. And Riker Tech, so which means it's waterproof, side zipper. This is like just, hey, I want an easy boot that I can wear with everything all winter. This might be a good option. Okay, and then also from the warmth perspective, just before we move on to sort of our regular Chelsea's, we have this one, which we've had in previous years. I believe it was magenta, and it had kind of a yarn dye, like with mustard and purple and orange in here. You may remember it. So I love this one. I think this is actually kind of a fun little jean boot. And I love that bit of yarn dye. So it's got denim colors in it, but still bringing in that bit of nutmeg. This is fake. So this is not a real. So this doesn't it kind of remind you of that cougar hiker, like that old kind of burnished cougar hiker. So this one is not that. This is just a Faker Baker lace, and it does only lace to here. So you're not going to get a lot of width control over here. If you're wider, this is probably not the boot for you. If you're narrower, same. Like you kind of have to just have this boot to fit, because there isn't really a lot of adjustment, although there looks like it is. If you wear a lot of jeans in the fall, this is great. See, look how cute it looks actually with jeans, hey? Really cute. Okay, and then we could do this for another 2 hours. So this is kind of just the tip of the iceberg. So I just wanted to kind of get through this section and then see if anyone has any questions or anything. So again, another shaboot, sort of a shoe, sort of a boot. Also, in years past, used to be called a city boot, because I guess maybe they thought people in the city didn't need to worry about snow drifts or whatever. So this one has a double zip as well. It does have a warmer winter lining in it. So this is maybe not like December, but certainly not now. So it's maybe, I would say October, November, once it gets a little cool, and pretty tacky on the bottom. So not a lot of lug, but very tacky. Also comes in the black. So the cousin would be this guy. And this is one that we carry every year. So this one, you might own this one if you're a Riker person. This is one that they have done in their line for a long time, and they actually do a shoe in it as well, and has just a little bit of patent trim. So again, you're wanting that boot that you want to just put on with a little black pant or jeans, just something that's a skimmer that you're not going to get your feet wet. Nice for that. Okay, last couple here. So in the waterproof section, no grippies. There is also this one. I don't know why they put hang tags on the side. That just drives me in just around the bend. So double zip here, but pretty big lug. So definitely having a little bit of that more chunky kind of effect. Leather, waterproof, double zipper. So if you're thinking, I just want one boot that's going to match everything, and I don't mind the lug, like I don't want it to be too trim, this might be a good option. Then we have kind of a dressed up Chelsea, like the Chelsea we're going to talk about right away. And by that, I kind of mean one that looks like a Blundstone, essentially. So a little bit of a dressed up Chelsea here. No zipper. So if you're somebody who has a super wide foot, I probably could not get my foot into this boot. I don't have a wide foot, but I have a very high arch. So to get into a boot like this, I find challenging. So if you're narrow or you're shallow, this might be a great boot for you. And you're kind of thinking like a Blundstone look, but it's too casual for me. So I like a Blundstone look on other people. It wouldn't be a style that I would pick for myself because it's just too casual. So I like a little bit of elevation. And by elevation, I just mean a little bit of splash, right? So you have just a little bit of patent. You still have the pull tab, so that's kind of Blundstone's claim to fame. But a nice trim outsole, definitely nice with a work pant or a jean. And so double gore on both sides, but no other entry. So you've got to just wiggle your foot in. And that's also very lightly lined. So that would be a right now boot for sure. And then last boot before we move on to just quickly go over the Romikas and the Joseph Seibels would be this guy. So again, just a little bit higher than the boot that we just talked about. Self-studding, so kind of along that same coloration. And a bit Western, just a little bit of that type of detail. Side zipper though, so easier, right? And let's check out the lining. Lining is minky lining, so that would be fine for like maybe not 35, but pretty well right now. And really a nice outsole here. Okay, so like that's not it in a nutshell, but that's kind of the highlights for Riker for sure. We've got only about 5 minutes, so I just wanted to make sure that I don't run out of time to show you the last few Rikers and then just do our Seibels fast. Okay, so the new Rikers that are not on, we just got them yesterday. So these ones are not on the website yet, but almost everything else is. So if you want to have a peek at the new styles and what sizes are available, it's johnsonsfashion.com. Click on women's footwear and then click on Riker and Ramonte footwear, and almost everything is there, with the exception of the last few boots that we talked about because we just got them in. So in the same as the ivory boot, here is the big sister. Does have the real fur cuff, and it does have the grippies. So this one is one that we have carried for, this is for sure our second year, maybe even our third year. It's a boot that people just it just keeps on keeping on, right? So if you're wanting one boot that's going to take you all winter long, here it is. Okay, next on the list, still in that winter vein, a lot of people like a little higher boot. So like, let's say you have to go out in the snow and like the snow is up to here. So you don't really want to get necessarily super wet. Double gore, double zipper, opens up nice and wide. So even if you are wider, sorry, that in there, this is a really nice option. And again, easy to get into with that double, and a really nice, I'm going to say fairly grippy, just a slight wedge, like not a big wedge, just a slight wedge. So this is if you're really quite a serious walker or you're dog walking and you're going to be going through the snow. Then we have kind of an update on a shoe that we've had in previous years that had a red trim. So if you ever remember this one, it was similar, but it had like a red sort of stitching line over here, really sporty. And I love that what they've done here with that just nice little gold zipper. So just that little bit of a metallic accent really dresses this boot up. Very, very, very grippy bottom. So great for that. And a wool lining. So most of them have had the kind of minky, but this is a really nice wool lining. Really pretty. And definitely sneaker outsole. So looks more like a sneaker, less like a boot. And then since I'm standing right here, we'll do our fun as well. So these are definitely buy now, wear now, as they say, in our multicolored boots. So we have this one with the gum sole and just that little bit of multicolored trim. So this is something that Riker does every fall and winter. Very, very cute and comfortable. One side zipper, one elastic gore, so easy to get into. So we have it in the red. We have the same, well, we have the same upper with different bottom in the black. So this is the bottom. This is sort of that sneaker bottom. So if you have a pair of Riker sneakers, they may have this bottom on them. Other than that, it's the same as the other one with the black with the burgundy. And then to end off, we have another fun little bottom. So these are all 3 different bottoms. They look really similar, but they're actually 3 different ones in the purple. So when I took them out of the box, I'm like, I wonder if I meant to order navy, because the purple, I thought, oh my God, purple. And it's been our best color so far. So isn't that funny how it goes sometimes? I like that they've pulled in just a little bit of other colors. So when you're wearing it, this is definitely going to be your accessory, right? This is not going to blend into what you're wearing. It's going to be like, people will be like, oh my God, I love your shoes. So we've had lots of that. It's like, I love purple. I can't go home without these, right? So, okay. So really quickly before I let you guys go, we do have the Romika and the Joseph Seibel in the Chelsea boot. I'm going to show you all of them because they are a bit different. So generally speaking, the Romika is always vegan in the winter and the Joseph Seibel is always leather in the winter. So that's how you can kind of tell, as well as by the price. So first of all, we have the Romika side zipper, no pull tab, and kind of in that Blundstone kind of Chelsea type of look. Then we have navy Peyton 05. What am I doing here? This is the wrong color. Sorry. Should have done this a little bit earlier. Oh, it is navy. Oh, I didn't realize we got these in again. See, when you go away for 2 days, things happen that you don't realize. Okay, so this is the burnished navy. This has been a really great color. We just had the 1 pair left of these, but obviously just got another case. So vegan, waterproof, pull tab, side zip. So everyone has kind of a couple of different features on it, but of course the distinctive feature on this is that U elastic, right? So the nice thing about these is that they are waterproof, even if they're vegan, right? So in the leather, or in the vegan leather, then we have in the real leather, we have the Joseph Seibel version. So these are basically the same. They come from the same factory. Some people prefer apples, some people prefer oranges. So it's whatever floats your boat. This one though is a bit different because it does have a dark sole. Some of them have a gum sole. So this one has the dark sole. The navy has the gum sole. So it's just, I prefer a dark sole, as you guys know. I like everything to match on the boot. So I just feel it's a little bit more polished looking. But again, just a little bit of kind of Doc Marten kind of influence here with that, with that yellow stitching. Leather, waterproof, pull tab, elastic gore, side zip, leather. Okay, so that one is like $159 as opposed to $139. So kind of a difference in price as well. Then last but certainly not least, I'm going to end off with the one that everybody has been probably waiting for. Last but not least, we have the little Berlina, and these ones are Joseph Seibel, so they are leather. They are a little bit more polished. So I'm going to say, yeah, they do have that bit of a Chelsea influence to them, but they're definitely dressier, have a bit of shine to them, and that bit of white stitching. So a bit of masculinity there. Whatever, if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. I love this one. I think this is a really nice everyday boot. Side gore, 1 pull tab, side zipper, kind of like a burnished leather. Like it almost looks crinkly. It's not, it's easier to see on the brown one, but it almost has like a bit of a croc finish to them, but not shiny. Then we do have it in the brown. So this one I think is called chestnut. It's called cognac. So this one is called cognac. It is on the website. So same boot, and you can kind of see a bit of that texturing in here a bit better, especially on the back. You can kind of see a bit of that. It just gives it a little bit more splash. So the nice job here matching the elastic panel. 1 pull tab. I find even just the 1 pull tab, and this is not so, like, as soon as when they have the 2 pull tabs, your pant gets stuck on it. I don't know. That's just me. I like just the one, and then just a little bit of the white stitching as well. Very much more burnished in the toe than the black one. So you kind of see it's a bit more of a darker shade on the top. Really nice. This cognac boot, yes, Carolyn likes the cognac boot. I also love the cognac boot. I'm not a brown person, but sometimes, especially with jeans, what you are wearing looks really nice with brown, right? So this is a particularly gorgeous brown boot in the cognac. And we are going to end off with the one that everyone has probably been waiting for, because people will buy this boot in multiples. This one is our Venus. So this is a Ramika. It is vegan. It is just a little, almost like a desert boot. So like it kind of has, although desert boot is laced, it kind of has that, it's there, but it's not there. Like it doesn't know if it wants to be sort of casual, sort of dressy. Lots and lots of people love this boot. We've had it in red, we've had it in gray, we've had it in black, lots and lots of options. This year we just have it in black because we have so many other options. So this is one that people will come in with an old pair, put the old pair in the garbage, wear out a new pair, and be happy, right? So it's that boot that people want to replace with exactly the same thing. So it's generally when people do that, you know, it's always a really good seller. So, okay, so elastic. One pull tab, waterproof, vegan, zipper, not really lined at all. So this is your buy right now, wear right now boot. It's just a very light minky. I mean, a lot of people do wear this right through the winter because it's waterproof, but definitely it's not a really warm boot. So, okay, 10 to 8. So that has taken us almost all the way into the clearance section. I thought I might get a few more brands done, but of course, you know me, I always talk too much. So next week, we're going to be doing our new tribal. So that'll be the wine, the cognac. We have some beautiful new colors in tribal. So if you're wanting to have a little bit of a preview about that, hop over to the website. It's johnsonsfashion.com. Click on women's fashion and then click on tribal collection or tribal sportswear. I think it's tribal collection. And that's where all of the new stuff is posted. Make sure that you have your search bar set from new to old, and that's where you'll see all of the new stuff will be right on the very top of your page. If you are thinking, oh, you know what, I want to go in and grab that, we are getting down to ones in some areas. So if there's something that you want to have that you know you love and you're a medium or you're a large or whatever, go ahead and go ahead and check out online and select pickup in store, because that means the stock will be reserved for you. If it doesn't work out, it's no problem to exchange or swap a size or whatever. But we are trying to get replenishment every other day or every 2 days. So far, we've been very lucky. So we've been having, you know, with both French dressing and tribal, we've been able to get quite a bit of replenishment in sizes and special orders already. As soon as the weather changes, that's probably going to, it's not going to last forever. So if there's something that you want, that you fall in love with, that you have to have, please feel free to do that. And then we'll send you a pickup notification in the morning, and you can pop in and grab it. Or if you want to order online and you're just not sure, you know, size range or whatever, we do offer complimentary returns as well. So if it doesn't work, feel free to order online. We'll ship it out to you. And then if it doesn't work, we can just forward you a Pure Later return label, and you can send it back at no cost to you. So yeah, so we try to make it as easy as possible. Our online business, if you're joining us from an online order, thank you. Our online business is growing by leaps and bounds, more than we ever thought it would. During COVID, of course, that was when we really put a lot of effort into our online business, but now it's just trucking right along. So yeah, so we're so excited to have lots of customers from across Canada. So we are investigating cross-border, like international shipping as well. Just trying to find a really economical partner for that. So I know some of my regulars here that are watching from the US, you girls are waiting with bated breath. So as soon as that does happen, we're hoping maybe within the next month or so, that we can kind of get all of those ducks in a row. So I just want to make sure that it's a really seamless process when it comes to duties and customs. That's basically my worry, is I don't want anyone to have to order something and then it gets to the door and they're like, oh, it'll be $32 or whatever. And I don't want that to happen, right? That's happened to me ordering from the US, and it's kind of a, yeah, you think, oh, that's crummy, I don't want to pay extra, right? So yeah, so we're kind of, that's coming down the pipe. And I will keep you guys updated on Blingo. And if you haven't subscribed to Blingo ago and you want to, now's the time, because if you subscribe now before our broadcast, you will get a September box as your first box. So as soon as we sell out of September boxes, then the next people will get October as their free box. So okay, so I'm not going to take up any more of your evening. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of boots, a little bit of winter, a little bit of fall. Lots and lots of different options for different things, right? And I know in the fall, boots are always my favorite thing. So yeah, I've picked out a few pairs myself already. So anyways, we look forward to seeing you guys either, if not before, in store, online, or next Wednesday. We'll be right here on Shop Social with Kim, and we'll be doing, of course, our tribal try-on. So we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good evening. Bye.